Hey there, third graders. Today we are going to be doing comprehension questions for chapters 19 and 20 of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Chapter 19 was called The Inventing Room. And in that inventing room, Mr. Wonka yells stop, and they go into the inventing room, and there's everlasting gobstoppers, which are candies are like the size of a marble. Even this looks a little bit big. But the candy's the size of a marble. And you can suck on them forever, and they never disappear. They're always there. And Mr. Wonka says, well, I don't know if they last forever, but I've had an Oompa Loompa sucking on one for a year now, and it's still there. It hasn't disappeared. So that is the everlasting gobstopper. And then there's the hair toffee. And the hair toffee is like a toffee, like a candy, that when you eat it, just a small spit, all of a sudden you have hair growing and a mustache and a beard, and it all grows. So those are the new inventions that we are introduced to in that chapter, and in the room, the inventing room, which is actually the room we're also in for chapter 20. Now, chapter 20 is called The Great Gum Machine. I've already underlined some stuff on here because this is my second time reading this. The first video did not work when I was trying to upload it. So I already have some hints on there for you, which we'll go through when I read the questions. So if you're wondering why I have random arrows pointing, just wait. The Great Gum Machine. So they go into this, and in the center of the inventing room is the gum machine. And I'm going to, if I can quickly find my favorite picture, here is them in the inventing room, and here's the gum machine. Remember, that was that huge, like almost a bathtub size bowl that had all these glass pipes sticking out with colorful liquids squirting in, and it all becomes frothy and bubbly, and it comes down, and steam's coming, and it's making noise, and out pops this little drawer. And there's just one stick of gum. All of that magic for one stick of gum. And when they see this, Mike TV, who's one of our kids over here, he's like, that's it? Really? That's all? Like, super unimpressed. He's like, it could have been more. Like, all of that going on, and all it is a piece of gum? Are you kidding me? So I think he even says, that's all. He's not shocked. But Violet Beauregard, who's one of the kids over here, she's like, oh my gosh, it's gum. Like, and she's the gum chewer. She's been chewing gum every day for a really long time, and she loves gum, so she's super impressed by it. So that is what is going on in those two chapters. I'll read the questions to you now. Question number 1. What was one of Willy Wonka's inventions, and what did it do? That's where all my arrows came in. Okay, it said these were the two inventions, so you just need to pick one of these two and describe what it did. So one invention was blank, period. It did blank, period. So 2 sentences for this one. Okay? Just pick one. I pointed at them so you knew where to find them. Number 2, when Willy Wonka yelled, stop the boat! What room did they enter? That's also up here if you need help with spelling. Okay? Chapter 20, 2 questions for this. We're only finishing up this page. Question number 1, what stood in the very center of the inventing room? So what was in the center? And that's the picture that I showed you. And I underline it here. The Great Gum Machine. Hint, hint. So describe what it did, what it looked like, all that cool stuff. And then our last question for today is, how did Mike TV react to the piece of gum that came out of the machine? Did he think it was the coolest thing ever, or was he like, I could care less? And I described at the beginning of this video, and this video is super short apparently. I'm looking at the clock. Only like 4-minute video, but you only have 4 questions, which is kind of nice because you listen to chapters and now do the questions all in one day. So how did he feel about that? Here's little Mike TV. You can't see me. Right there. And that's your 4 questions for today. When you're done with that, that's all you needed to do for me was listen to those chapters, answer the questions, and make sure you do the daily attendance. If you have any questions, you're confused, or need help, just give me a call on Google Hangout or email or comment. Also, my other grades, 4th and 5th grade, have been requesting that I play the movie for their book. They were wanting to watch the movie. So if you're interested in watching one of the versions of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, comment on this in Classroom and let me know in some way that you want to watch the movie, and I can look into setting up a time for us to watch. It would be a scheduled time, like 2:00 these days. Log in and we'll watch the movie. So it'd have to be a set time. I can't just film it and post it in Classroom for you. We'd have to watch it together over Google Hangouts. That's kind of the only way that I'm seeing this work. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I might make that our daily question coming up, but we'll see how I feel. So that is that. I hope everything's going well, and keep up the fantastic work. Bye.